Welcome to Loving Sights Unseen, also known as the Loving Ladies blog. Hey Sugarfootsies, I hope this finds you well. This is part two to a continuation to the previous read, okay? And like I said, we were going to get into what this past person was, whether that be a situationship or a previous partner that was karmic. So basically, you have broken free of that situation. See, this butterfly is out the jar. So this person could have had you in a little jar, or you felt contained in some way, prisoner. But had this person crossed your boundaries, and they thought it was funny. Okay, they thought it was a joke. They probably joked with their friends, talked trash about you, um, and they thought it was their right to cross your boundaries. A lot of these individuals that are like narcissistic, they think that they have the right to do whatever they want to do to whoever they want to do it to. And it's just all about satisfying their needs, their wants, and a lot of them like to have fun at your expense, okay? This person was having a secret affair. They were having a secret affair and they thought they could hide it. But whatever they were doing, maybe you had an intuition about it, and that intuition, that gut feeling, began to get louder and louder, and then maybe stuff started to slip in the situation, and you got more solid information. But this person is saying that no one else compares to you, so this person is in regret now. And like I was saying, you were probably getting an inkling about what this person was doing. You were probably asking them and they were denying it, and you were asking for advice from other people. And it says if you have to pull 5 cards to justify, it's a no. So if you had to keep asking around and trying to figure out what this person was doing, that's not the person for you. You shouldn't have to pay. It said pay. So some of you could have paid a private investigator. You shouldn't have to pay anyone, and you shouldn't have to keep on begging somebody for answers. Okay, you shouldn't have to keep on second guessing yourself. If you have to second guess yourself and play private eye in your own situation, then that's not the situation for you. Okay. So you could have been making it seem like your situation was perfect. You were sitting here putting on these fake smiles, probably posting it on social media. You know how people like to post and make and pretend like everything is all hunky dory. And this other person was just busy having a poker face. Knowing your situation, knowing you were miserable in the background, and this person was breaking you down, and this person didn't care. They acted like they didn't notice, and they kept a poker face. This could be your past situation or a situation you're currently in. It says, there are things I never got the chance to tell you. So this person has a lot of unspoken words, or maybe you do. Maybe you want to tell this person off at this point. But I'm going to tell you one thing. A lot of these people aren't worth your breath, okay? But There's apparently some unspoken messages here, and it says, inner child, healing inner child wounds. So that could be you or them, um, and you're being more playful. You are being the person that maybe you never got to be, or you're picking up where you got stuck at. Or maybe this is saying friend zone. So you could have friend zoned this person, or this person friend zoned you. No matter what, somebody was hurt by this friend zone situation. What else, Spirit? What else? So, if this person friend zoned you, it looks like, or if this could be you, or it could be them from their side. Okay. Um, Whatever this friend zone situation was, one of you was okay with it, the other was not, and it really hurt your feelings, and you felt thrown away. Okay. And it says real receipts. The screenshots were saved and the messages were archived. The evidence is airtight and ready to blow things up. So there's some kind of proof. Um, there's some kind of proof that this person was not right for you in the first place, or vice versa. And it says your higher self is drinking tea and watching you spiral. So that could be you or them. Somebody's in a panic about this proof that's coming out. I don't know, but it says, or this proof is going to come out to show you that this person was not right for you. Ooh, for some of you, that's what's happening. You may not have known what this person was doing and why they were so cool with friend zoning you or letting you go, but the proof is about to come out about what this person was doing. So however you thought this person was to you, the proof is coming out they were not that. And this person is freaked out about it, because they may have had painted this whole picture. Oh, you walked away from me, bloop, 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 bloop. And that's not the case. And then the next card, it says, some things aren't about you not being good enough. They're just not right for you. So this person wasn't right for you, and you are about to get proof about it. And this person is spiraling. What? Let's see here. It says plot twist. That's gonna be the plot twist. Stop. Like a movie, okay? So if this person was running around shooting your name down, they're about to be put on blast. Because again, we go back to the fact that this person was having a whole secret affair and nobody was telling you boy, stop playing. Anyway, they were having a secret affair and they never thought you were going to find out. Pal. They never thought you were going to find out. Proof is about to come out like a movie. It says, if it requires you to betray yourself, it's not the right path. So this person wanted you to sit back and just go along and pretend like stuff wasn't happening. And that's not the path. That's not what you were supposed to do. They wanted you to cry in the background while still allowing them to do what they wanted to do. Again, pulling strings. This person was pulling strings on all sides. Look at that. He's got like a lot of strings to different people. He was pulling everybody's string, painting one picture for this person, one picture for that person, and playing everybody. It says, stop saying you're manifesting when you're really just daydreaming and avoiding action. So, if you want something, you better be putting in the work. It says, wisdom, you gained wisdom from this situation. It says, growth through experience. I'm wise now. So you learned a life lesson from this person, okay? It wasn't all for nothing. Probably not just from this person, but from whoever you were dealing with. You made it. Oh, congratulations. You survived yourself so far. So you've gotten out of this situation and you're on to something new. It says life isn't a test. Life isn't a test. There are no right answers. So, you may not have come to the conclusion in the conventional way, but you got there. So no way is the wrong way. The only way it's wrong is if you never make a move, okay? It says the truth isn't always black and white. Again, like I said, no way is the wrong way. This person you learned a lesson from. It says not everyone is sent to teach you something. Some people are just dumb. Okay, so this person that the last person you dealt with just may not have been the brightest bulb in the bunch. Okay, you might not have learned anything from that person. They were just silly. It says don't confuse chaos with adventure. So this person, you might have thought that, hey, this, all the drama this person was bringing was an adventure. It was fun. It was exciting. No, it was just chaos. This person didn't bring passion. They just brought drama. And this person could have brought drama for social status. They were trying to get, have an interesting life, get likes, be an influencer. And they were using you to do that. And you probably felt that in your gut and spoke on it. It says trust your gut. Your intuition does not lie. You weren't wrong when you called this person out that they were wearing a mask and being fake with you. and being fake with everybody else that they were online trying to impress. It says there are no real secrets in this world. So whatever this illusion this person casts is about to be shattered. And this person is trying to say, I would, if I had cherished you more, we would have made it. Or maybe you're saying that. I don't know. But your spirit team is saying you were settling, and you're not supposed to settle, okay? If a person's not treating you right, then you move the on. You don't settle for anybody. And this person wanted you to settle for their bullshittery. This person could have tried to come around cuffing season, or they might try it again around cuffing season. And this is saying December. Or they could have tried this in December to come back around. Your spirit team is saying, don't take anyone that wouldn't share their snacks with you. So if this person was selfish with you, why are you sitting here trying to help them when they didn't help you? Okay? You're supposed to have a reciprocal situation. You're not supposed to be the one that's always giving. All right? Whenever you're helping this person, and then when you ask them for something, they're looking at you crazy. Your spirit team's saying this person was just a clout chaser. Whatever they did for social media. They did for the applause of their toxic friends, family, whatever. Look, you're beating yourself up because every time you try to date somebody, every time you try to give to somebody, they're a freaking goblin. Look, it says, girl, even your, clout chaser, attention getter. It says even your tarot cards are tired of this person. And like I said, every time I get on this table and this X pops up, I'm annoyed and drained. Everybody is tired of this energy, but they always come and force their way in this situation. This person is popping. Look, they done busted in the reading. Every time they find a way to make it about them. This love bomber, that's what they do. All they do is love bomb. They're not sincere. So, you're working on your side hustle, trying to get your money together, focused on you, and you put up boundaries with this person. Like, you've had enough. No, thank you. This person is saying, I keep stepping towards you only to pull away again. So this person could be trying, like I said, like it said, cuffing season. Next year, this person might try it. Or they did this past December. And I know, like, for me, being a spiritual person, a lot of people approach me in the spirit first. And you got to shut that down right there before they even manifest in the physical. Like, it's a no. Because a lot of these people are doing love spells. I had a situation where I saw a reader, and I had seen her before. She came on my dash briefly, and I was like, oh, okay, she seemed cool, whatever. Um, and I just, I watched her for like a few seconds or whatever, and that was that. But then, like, later on, I seen that reader, and it was a person that I dealt with in the past in the astral, and she's in the dream talking about, oh, I can see there's a lot of love between you and this person, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, no, this person was definitely a lesson. There's no love there. Um, that person is cool, but they showed me that they can't even be cool, so I'm good. I'm not gonna play with people that want to destroy every avenue that they have with you. We tried the situationship thing, that didn't work. So then it was like, well, let's just be cool, and that didn't work either. That person wanted to destroy every avenue, and when people act like that with you, you just gotta let them be. You know, I've already tried the situation where I'm like, okay, you can't treat me right as a partner. Maybe, I see you treat your friends right. Then maybe I should just try to be your friend. And the reality is that situation, the person just does not want to treat you right, okay? It doesn't matter which position you play. That person is going to play you to the left because they just don't want to treat you right. And that person, a narcissist, if you want to step down and you walk away and say, I just want to be your friend, that person's going to punish you because a narcissist is a possessive one, and they think, how dare you? They let you go, you don't let them go. And that's the type of person that I was dealing with, that initially told me basically, how dare you do such and such to me, like somehow they were better than me. You gotta, people think that you're, just because you're not addressing something in that moment, they think that you're slow, they think that you're not catching it, or they think that you're very soft and naive, whatever kind of thought process they had. Basically, they got you fucked up, okay? Sorry, excuse my language. I tried not to let that slip out, but it did anyway. Um, but just because you're being nice, they got it twisted. So you're working on being self-made, okay? It says your ancestors said they did not. You did. They did not survive plagues for you to texture eggs, okay? Your spirit team, as I said before, is not gonna let this person come in. They're not. This person may be trying to pull out all the stops, trying to manifest you. You may be thinking about this person, whatever the case may be. Your spirit team is not going to let it happen. And look, that's them in the background, all of them. They're like, nope, no. Because there's a lot of stuff that your spirit team, you may know some stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that your spirit team seen, and this person was foul behind your back, okay? They did you extra dirty, and now they want to act like, and a lot of this stuff isn't even about you, them wanting to come back. It's about them probably getting a taste of their own medicine from the people that they put above you, okay? Getting done dirty, and now they want to come back and have you fix it again and make them fill their head up, because a narcissist needs validation. So right now they may not be getting their supply of validation. People may be seeing this person for who they are and reading them for their filth, okay? Dumping them for somebody they cared about or wanted to be with more than you, more than them, like they did you, is what I meant to say. That's why you it's not a good idea to get with people that are on a rebound, because that person is still stuck, and they actually need to take the time to heal and separate and really cut those cords from those previous people, before they can enter into anything that's going to be healthy, with anyone else. Okay, so take your time, um, heal yourself before you jump into the next thing, because we're not supposed to be putting band-aids on our situation. And when you quickly rebound, that's all you're doing is putting a band-aid, because you don't want to address what went wrong in the relationship. You don't want to address the hurt, and disappointment, and maybe the things that you're doing to allow this type of behavior to call it in some kind of way, um, whatever the case may be for you. You're not taking that time to actually sit back and address the problem, so you're going to have the problem again in the next situation. It says that is not a sign, that's just a pigeon. I don't know what that's about, but hopefully the next cards will explain that. You may be thinking that, there's a message and something certain, and then it's not a message. What else, Spirit? If we can make these cards come out faster, it'd be greatly appreciated. But I understand. I think I'll pop something back in. Okay. It's saying silence is its own kind of confession. It says if you're questioning it, you already know the answer. So some of you may have not spoken to this person for a while. So I think we're going into another situation. So you may have been looking for a sign, like maybe you haven't talked to a person in a while, and you were looking for a sign to, should I call this person, or, is this real love? And your spirit team is saying, no, that's just a pigeon. That's not a sign. And that silence, so you're asking for an answer of what should you do, and your spirit team is saying silence is its own kind of confession. That's your answer. You don't need to do anything. You need to let this person go. If you're questioning it, you already know the answer. So if you're asking if this person was cheating on you, if you're asking that if you should call this person, because in some situations you will have people that that will purposely put you in a situation where you're not talking, so they can go do other things, and then that when you call them, they act like, oh, I haven't heard from you in a long time, and they know they've been out living their life, and they actually set up that whole situation anyway. They knew by doing narcissists know that by behaving in a certain manner, because they learn you and study you, that you're going to react in a certain manner. So they will then be like, okay, I'm going to say this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to come home late, and I'm going to give some stupid excuse, and I know we're going to have an argument, and she's not going to talk to me, or he's not going to talk to me for 2 weeks, and then in those 2 weeks I could do X, Y, and Z. And that's what they do. It says your past shapes you, but it doesn't define you. Okay? And you're ascending. Says spiritual growth, higher awareness, next level consciousness, elevating myself. Good job. Oh shoot, I had some cards. I'm sorry, y'all. I have some cards over here off to the side. It says past life, previous connections, unexplained familiarity, soul memories. I've known you before. So look at this. But then it says toxic love. So you encountered someone that, or they encountered you, and you reminded them of someone they were with before, okay? Or they reminded you of someone you were with before. It says running from your problems won't solve them. So this person or you ran away from the situation. And it says divine intervention, unexpected guidance, universe stepping in, redirected path, saved just in time. So, okay, now I'm getting it. So you got into this situation that reminded you of someone from the past, but this may have been a toxic situation of your past, and your spirit team had to intervene for some of you, and for some of you, you ran away from someone that reminded you of your past, a toxic situation. So you ran, and your spirit team is intervening on that because that might have been somebody you should have gave a more of a chance to. Okay, so 2 scenarios there. So for the first scenario where this person reminded you of somebody that was toxic, it said villain vibes. So this person gave you the villain vibe of somebody you dealt with before, and immediately your bank account said no before the universe did. So this person could have made your money go down. It said endings aren't always endings, okay? It says this person was fake. Behind the mask, they had hidden emotions, concealing their true feelings. So this person was being fake with you. This person does not show the real them. It says divine timing. It says time's up. Divine timing is now, so stop procrastinating, okay? Time is now. So you need to get at it, get to it, because whatever you're doing, so you can get to these if you want to get to your retirement goals, now is the time to make your move, okay? Now is the time. The time is now. And I am going to be ending this soon because I'm getting very tired, sleepy. It says live and learn. So make sure that you are learning lessons from the situations you're encountering. Mistakes were made, but what matters is what's being done differently now, okay? So don't beat yourself up for any mishaps that you had, anything you allowed to happen. We all make mistakes, and that's natural. That's how we learn. You know, the point is to learn. The point is not to keep doing the same thing over and over again and then expecting a different result from it. It says side piece, secret romance, hidden affairs, being second choice, only late night calls. Okay, so this person could have made you a side piece and you've learned your lesson. You're not allowing people to treat you like that anymore. And that's good for you. And so now you're in hustle mode because you're not doing that. You're not waiting on anybody. You're not anyone's side piece. You know your worth, which is awesome. And a lot of these people hope that you do not learn your worth so they can continue to abuse you. So it's saying that astrology is basically saying astrology isn't a personality disorder. So basically, because your sign says, hey, a Virgo or a Gemini, like we'll say Gemini, just because you're a Gemini, and usually Geminis are two-faced. That says that in your zodiac chart, and part of you is crazy and the other part is calm, and you're always going back and forth. Just because your zodiac says that doesn't mean that you have to feed into that if that's not who you are. Okay, that's not an excuse, and that doesn't allow you to just mistreat people just because that's in your sign, as an outline of your sign. And I had a person that sent me a message asking me if I really believe in the zodiac signs. Do I believe in that mess? And my response was, I think that those charts are just basically an outline. It's a general chart trace of possible attributes of a person's sign. It's not perfect, okay? It's just an outline, all right? And I take that with a grain of salt. So it's saying deja vu. So if a person is reminding you, or you're being reminded of a previous situation that was uncomfortable for you, you're being told to speak up. Don't let that continue. Say something like, hey, you know what, in my past, this is what my ex did, and this makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel like X, Y, and Z is happening, and that makes me shut down. Communication is really key, because if a person doesn't know what they're doing to you, how can they stop the behavior? Okay, if you don't say anything, if you don't speak up, if you don't say, hey, I'm uncomfortable, how are they going to know you're uncomfortable? And a lot of people think, oh, you're supposed to be able to read my mind. No, they're not. Okay? You're supposed to be an adult and be able to speak up for yourself. It says going viral. So it says visibility is off the charts and the energy is contagious. This moment has reached reactions and recognition. So something is going around, okay? Ooh, and it has somebody freaked out. Damn. Once again, we back here at the Spill Tea. Gossip is currency, and someone just crashed in, or cashed in, I'm sorry. When the tea's this hot, you better believe it's being passed around. So some hot tea has come out, okay, about somebody. And this person is freaking losing it. Look at them. They are in a panic. They don't know what to do. Nope. They don't know what to do. Whatever it is has caused the separation, okay? And this separation is going to allow you to level up, all right? Or you leveled up after this separation. Yeah, look at this. Dang. Every time, I don't know whose reading this is, but every time there's a whole lot of money on here. Look. Status upgrade, payday, money moves. Your money's going to go up from this separation because this person was trash and they were bringing you down. And that's what some people do. Like, you know, they will know you. Some people are so shady. They will, you know, in which you always go to the source. I can't stress this enough. If there's somebody you like, don't go to their friend. Don't go to their, don't send your friend and play the shy guy routine. And I saw that. I did an automatic reading. Somebody's trying to play that game, or they played that game, the shy guy routine, where you go send your friend to talk to the person that you like and have them talk you up. Who teaches y'all this stuff? Who's teaching these toxic games to play with people? It's very weird. It's weird. Why is it so hard not for you to be genuine and not come at somebody with some fake shenanery? That takes a lot of playing, a lot of planning, a lot of bullshinery. Why would you waste your time doing that? I don't understand that nonsense. You're going to these people getting this toxic advice, and some of these people aren't with anybody. Some of these people conduct themselves in a toxic manner, and you know it. But you're going to them for advice, which is just idiocy to me. Anyway, and everybody's situation is different, so you have to take people's opinion as that it's an opinion. Take it into consideration, not as law. That's crazy. Anyway, when you get this money, this new endeavor that's going to allow you to get a status upgrade, a level up, you're going to be able to be in a safe space, okay, that you feel comfortable in. When you get this level up, this person sees you leveling up, they're going to come in with a fake offer. They're going to be coming with flowers, but they still have red flags up their sleeve. That's crazy. It's very sad people behave like this. It's very sad and disturbing. Cleanse this person out your energy, okay? Dodge them, cleanse them out your energy. Whatever you got to do is to know. This person sees you as unbreakable, or you are unbreakable. You can know that within yourself. But this person wants to come in and feed you this story, okay? Talking about you won't believe what happened. You know, we broke up or we didn't work out because this happened, something spectacular happened. They're going to give you some fake shenanery of why it didn't work out. Shocking news. You're supposed to be like, oh, really? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. No, this person is still trash, and it really doesn't matter what reasoning that they have behind being trash, because you weren't trash to this person. Something about divine timing. It says, why did I do that? So, somebody could be trying to come back in for Mercury retrograde. You know, they could be out drinking and decide to text you, or you decide this, and Mercury retrograde is no excuse. That's what your spirit team is saying. It won't be an excuse to take this person back, and it won't be an excuse to text this person, okay? Once again, I think the card came out. Those are your bad decisions. Pure and simple. Because they've already warned you all up and down the board about this person. Status symbols. Someone's chasing symbols instead of substance, and wondering why it still feels empty. This person went after material gain and still ended up unfulfilled, okay? And that's why they keep coming back to you, because they're still not happy. And again, this person likes to get, these type of people like to get filled up off of you, and they will get their fill and still run to these other people, and they want to have their cake and eat it too, okay? These people don't want to be vulnerable with anybody. They don't want to treat them, they don't want to treat anybody fairly. It's all about them, and they're feeding their abyss, which is, this person is a bottomless pit. Nothing will be enough for this person, because this person refuses to work on themselves, and they wonder why they're empty, because there's a void that they need to address, break for a little while so they can mend it, okay? It says, I thought we had more time. So this person thought that you would be waiting around while they chased money, status, and other people, okay? And you would still be there for them when they came back. So this person has a fake profile watching you. And it says, don't manifest while you're angry. So if you're holding on to residual feelings, the suggestion is for you to let that go. And it says you can't manifest while you're miserable, okay? And then it says, swipe right, online dating, instant attraction, digital romance, match found. So when you get, when you stop doing those things, your person, your match is going to come in, okay? It says boiling point. Pressure has been building for too long. The situation the situation's one spark away from the full-blown combustion. It's an interesting card. What's about to explode? What's going on? It says your intuition isn't ghosting you, you're just not listening. So you're missing something. And your intuition is shouting at you, but you are missing something that's about to happen. It says double life. Someone is juggling stories. Says identities or relationships, and hoping no one notices the overlap. So somebody out here lying, and they're hoping nobody notices that they're lying. Okay, y'all, I had to clear the table. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. Okay, we're trying to get these all going the same way. It says, if there's a next life, I'll tell you how I feel sooner. This person is basically like, if there's a second chance, if they get a second chance with you, they will tell you how they really feel about you. And it says overnight success. So that could be you or them. Somebody could have been chasing fame. That's too many cards. Be right back on break. Even the moon takes breaks. Sit down. So somebody is envious. So that overnight success could be you. So it's basically saying, rest up, because you're gonna need it. And somebody is envious of you and giving you the evil eye. Okay. Because you could be pregnant, or you are birthing something new, some kind of new project or whatever, or you got a little baby on the way. Okay. And your ex is hot. Either way, this ex is hot about it, okay? Look. This person is having nightmares. You living your life is this person's nightmare. Look, and they out here trying to do magic. They want to smudge away your good luck. They want anything they can do for this not to happen. They want to stop it, but it's too late. Your destiny is here. Your destiny is here, but here they want to come being the roach. They want to come back. You can't get rid of this person, which is why they're trying to smudge away your good luck so they can come in. Your bounce back is your payback, okay? you haven't been in competition with anybody but yourself. And this is draining this person. The thoughts that you have come to self-realization. This person is ridiculous. I can't. But I understand it because I had somebody tell me, which I've never, I've heard a lot of things, but for somebody to tell you you don't love yourself, it's crazy to me. Who says that to somebody? And that came from a person I never would have thought. But again, I kept hearing, you don't know this person. You don't know this person, this person, this person, but after they said that and did some certain things, I did get to know this person. And a lot of you will not really know your person until you tell them no or you let them go, and then you will see who they really are. And people may have been trying to paint me as a bad person or whatever because I was quiet, and I didn't say anything, and I look mean in the face, but I'm very nice, you know what I'm saying? And especially in my relationships, I'm very I become very passive. And that's not to say I don't stand up for myself, because when I stand up for myself, what people mistake is that they take my kindness for weakness. And that may be a lot of you guys' situation too, that you're very kind to people and they think that that is their cue to get over on you, and they need to realize you're just being kind to them. Okay. You're not going to be abusing your partner. Like, a lot of these people are used to toxic situations where their partner is cussing them out, they're fighting every other day, and because you're not doing that with them, they take you as a punk, they take you as weak, when the reality is you know who you are, which is the reason why you do not do that, engage in that kind of behavior with a person that you love or care about. Okay. So when you start defending yourself, they act like they don't know who you are. Oh, who is this? And they want to play the victim. Look at such and such. They're doing this to me, when they were, dogging you the whole time you were in a relationship. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to stand up for myself. Yeah, you're going to see the other side of me that you never should have had to see. Okay? I'm not nobody's punk, and I know you guys aren't anybody's punk either. But people, like I said, just because you're quiet and you chilling, people want to take kindness for weakness, and it's not that. You're being kind to them by choice, not because you have to. It says we're supposed to be us, not just you and me. So that could be how you feel, or that could be how this person is feeling because they're drained. Oh, okay, both of those scenarios, okay? Look, all these money cards keep coming out. Bag secured. Somebody got some money coming, okay? I keep saying that. It keeps on being all over the deck. Sugar coated. Sweet, but digestive words. Empty, complimentary, hidden insults. Too good to be true. So, whatever's happening, you're going to feel like it's too good to be true. Yep. You're going to feel like it's too good to be true. It's going to be, whatever it is going to be so sweet. You're going to feel like it's too good to be true. This is going to be a major glow up, okay? I look like from ashy to classy, okay? And something about a deep fake, convincing lies, altered truths, virtual deception. Seeing is not seeing is no longer believing. Or and oh, another scenario that I've seen is that somebody is gonna come in acting like they got money, and they're going to be laying it on thick when this person is a whole demon. They're going to be acting like they had this major glow up, and they really didn't. Okay, so someone's going to come in trying to fool you. It says, "Do you ever think about me late at night?" It came out again. I don't know how that even got in here. And then it says, "I tried to, I tried to, I tried to fall for someone else, but no one compares." So again, same cards, different way of saying it. It says one connection is intense, and it says our connection is intense and it scares me. I'm sorry, y'all. My eyes are tired. So someone could be coming in because it said deep fake before that. So someone's gonna come in saying everything that they think that you want to hear. Okay, so they laying these lines on extra thick. Because for some of you, you're gonna have the bag and the money glow up, and they're gonna want to come in and love bomb you, or this person is gonna come in because they see you doing something that's successful, or they want to come in and take from you again in some kind of way. So they're going to lay it on thick. And it says, look, as I say that, lies detected. Ain't that something? Boy, I tell you. This person is going to, like I said, come in, lay it on thick, and they're lying. Deep fake. This person is going to try to confuse you on which way to go, but your spirit team is going to guide you. So listen to your spirit team, listen to your higher self. And I'm trying to wrap this up, y'all, because I'm sleepy. And like I said, I'm trying to keep it at an hour, and I think we're right at an hour right now. So I'm trying not to go too much over that. Yeah, this person has in the past, or they will backstab you. It says, if fate brought us together, why won't it let us be? This person, you could feel like your relationships aren't working out, and you feel like you're cursed because, you know, you've had so many frogs in your life and very few princes or princesses. And so now you're sitting here speaking your unfiltered truth about your situation and what you've been through, okay? And keep telling your truth, because it's not just for you. One, it's very therapeutic for you, but it's also putting these narcissists on Front Street so they can't run these hurtful games on other people, because you survived, but the next person might not. And people don't realize how they wreck people's lives, how breaking people's hearts is, can shape who they are and how they move in life. And some of these people actually want that to happen, and they think it's funny. Like I like in the previous reading, this person had audacity. This person was laughing at you and making fun of what they were doing to you, making fun of the fact that, you know, in their head you were too blind and naive to see what they were doing to you. So they were bragging about it to their toxic friends. It's a whole lot of trash. Some of them were even taking bets. You know, some of these people came in as a bet that they could, you know, sit here and play you, you know, because this is some kind of game to them to play with people. Again, look it. This person was chasing clout. Keeps on coming out, and which is why they burnt the bridge with you. You cut ties with this person. And because you cut ties with this person, you're going to get your good karma. Out. This says this person is sitting here with unsent text messages. Somebody, this came out twice, so this is definitely happening. Somebody has a court date coming up. Whatever they've done or been doing in your absence, they have consequences to pay for. They're either already behind bars or they're about to get locked up. And some of you are like, yay, excited. You know, I don't. This is gonna sober this person up. They're gonna have to face reality. So if this person was on drugs, they ain't gonna have no choice but to get clean. You ghosted this person. You're not responding to them. And because you're not responding to them, this person is throwing shade at you. Trying to get your attention. So for some people, they've learned early on as children that good or bad, any attention is better than no attention, which is a negative trait. This person has created some kind of fake image for themselves. This person is actually a gold digger. Now they want to fight for a clean slate. They're trying to clean up how they look to other people. Maybe trying to clean up their reputation of being a gold digger, a narcissist, manipulator. I'm trying to end this, but of course the tea is just too much, so it's kind of hard to let it go. Because each time that I'm like, I'm going to stop right here, it seems like I'm leaving something hanging. So I want to try to make this the last hand. So Cancer. canceled came out, so you could have left this person alone. Completely. Like, nah, we not compatible. It says, can you still trust him or her? And then it says, how did we go from everything to nothing? This person clearly doesn't take accountability for their behavior. It's very weird. But that's a lot of these people. You know, they know exactly what they did, but they'll take it to their grave. And some of these people think by actually denying it, that it will make it so, like it never happened. Which is very strange. Like, some of these people are actually living in that type of fantasy, that they think that if they, through denial, it erases time, it erases reality. You know, if they convince themselves, then they convince you. This person is going broke, that's going to jail, or they're in jail. This is a drama queen or king. This person had a crossroads moment and they feel triggered. I think after this hand I'm done, because I'm like about to fall out for real. It says stop looking for closure and start looking for chocolate. And it says the end. So you're done with this situation. You loving and giving to yourself. And I think that's the perfect way to end this video. Let me see. We're not even going into that. And your peace is giving you a sense of abundance, okay? Or you could actually be getting actual money. You making bank and making peace with your situation. And that's awesome, babies. So I'm sending you, I'm so sorry. I'm sending you energetic hugs and spiritual kisses. Peace and prayer and blessings. Be safe.